Just after 8:30 p.m., 22nd District Police and PHA Police responded to several 911 calls, report of gunshots and multiple people shot on the highway in the 1300 block of North 11th Street. When police arrived on location, they initially found two victims. They found a 2-year-old boy who was shot in the leg 1 or 2 times. He's definitely shot at least 1 time in the leg. They also found a 15-year-old girl also shot in her leg. Police initially took both of these victims to Temple Hospital. However, once they're stabilized, they're going to be transferred to St. Christopher's Hospital since they are both juveniles. We're getting information that the 2-year-old and 15-year-old are related. They have the same address here on 11th Street, and they were out front of their house when they were both struck by gunfire. Minutes after we arrived on location and were investigating the scene, we were notified that a 17-year-old victim showed up at Jefferson Hospital with a gunshot wound to his ankle. That 17-year-old was able to tell police that he was also shot in the area here of 11th and Master Streets. So right now, this is a triple shooting. All juveniles that are shot, a 2-year-old boy, a 15-year-old girl, and a 17-year-old boy. We're very, very lucky that all of them are stable, and they're all, the 2-year-old and 15-year-old shot in the leg, the 17-year-old is shot in the ankle. Now we know that over 30 shots were fired from a semi-automatic weapon or weapons. We found over 30 spent shell casings, and they span from the 1300 block of North 11th to the 1400 block of North 11th Street, which is a 2-block area. We don't know who the intended target is. They're all so young. Of course, we don't believe anybody would shoot a 2-year-old. The 15-year-old girl, we also believe, was struck by stray gunfire. We don't know if the 17-year-old boy was the intended target. We don't know. At this time, we do not know. We know that 2-year-old and 15-year-old, we're getting information they're related, and they live right on the block where they were shot. The 17-year-old, last address we have is in Philadelphia, but not at this location. So we believe he may have been here for other reasons, possibly visiting family or friends. Now, there's several surveillance cameras in the area. Police did view at least one recording, and it shows a white vehicle. Appears to be a white SUV with tinted windows, and you can see on the one recording that at least one person gets out of the passenger side and fires shots. And that vehicle is last seen going north on 11th Street from the 1400 block. So the description we have of that vehicle at this time is a white SUV with tinted windows. Of course, the entire police department is aware of the description of that vehicle. Our detectives are on location talking to potential witnesses. We know that more than likely there were many people outside of this residential area at around 8:40 p.m. when these shots rang out. So we have several detectives on location, and they're knocking on doors. They're talking to the neighbors right now. In addition to the camera recording that the police did watch, we found several other cameras in the area on both sides of the street. So hopefully these additional cameras recorded something that can help us with this triple shooting investigation involving 3 juveniles, ages 2, 15, and 17.
What does the black SUV that's right in the middle of the block have to do with what happened?
That I don't know at this time. But that's not the vehicle we're looking for.
And what were the kids, just playing outside or something like that, or just kind of hanging out?
The information we have about the 2 and the 15-year-old, the 2-year-old boy and the 15-year-old girl, they're related. We believe they live at the same address, and they were right in front of that house when they were struck by gunfire.
And what was the 17-year-old doing?
The 17-year-old, the address we have for the 17-year-old is about a mile from this location, so we don't know why that 17-year-old was at this location, but the 17-year-old was able to tell police at the hospital that he was in the area of 11th and Master Streets, which is right here, when he was struck by gunfire. But we don't know why he was in this particular neighborhood at the time of the shooting.
So no one's located this car. It's still kind of a hunt to find who did it.
We have our helicopter up, and we did find one white vehicle that we're investigating, but we do not believe that's involved. But everyone in the city, that's been broadcast citywide, they're looking for that vehicle. Our aviation unit, our helicopter, is also in the air looking for this vehicle. And we do have at least one good private surveillance camera recording of that vehicle.
And the 17-year-old, they're talking with police. They were hit in the ankle, but they're talking with police.
Yeah,
And
detectives
cooperating
detectives are at the hospitals, and as soon as the doctors stabilize them, even though they're all in stable condition, but once they're stabilized and the doctors are done working on them, that's when we get the okay, and we're permitted to then start questioning them as to what occurred. And of course, the 15-year-old girl and the 17-year-old boy will be able to provide the most information. The 2-year-old little boy who got shot, of course, is just 2 years old.
And with so many, sorry, there's a lot of evidence markers here. Where do you know where the shooting happened? Where the bullets? Where did it start? Feels like a very large crime scene.
Yeah, we believe that the shooting started in the 1300 block of North 11th and ended in the 1400 block of North 11th. So it's about a block-long crime scene. 11th Street's one-way northbound, and the one recording that police did see, you can clearly see the vehicle is going northbound on 11th Street, which is one-way northbound.
Is there a time frame of how long this lasts? Is this like 2 minutes they were shooting, a minute, 30 seconds? I don't know what you're able to determine from cell phone or
I don't know.
surveillance video.
I don't know what the time frame
Okay.
is right now. It's usually very, very quick. Something like this can happen very, very quickly within a matter of seconds. But I don't know at this time. It appears at this time, this is preliminary, that the shell casings, the spent shell casings, appear to be at least 2 separate caliber, which means at least 2 separate caliber weapons were fired.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.